Be honest, have you ever felt completely lost trying to figure out how to find and read your credit card statement online? Well, you're absolutely in the right place. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're demystifying exactly how to retrieve and decode online credit card statements. We're going to be looking at modern fintech apps like Current, all the way over to legacy banking platforms. Honestly, whether you're super tech savvy or literally just getting started managing your finances online, mastering these digital statements, it's a total game changer for your financial health. So I gotta ask you right off the bat, when did you last review your credit card transactions? Really think about it. If you're hesitating right now, hey, you're definitely not alone. But here's the thing. Your monthly statement isn't just a bill to pay and forget about. It's an incredibly vital diagnostic tool for your personal finances. Doing regular check-ins is exactly how you build a rock-solid budget, how you spot fraudulent activity before it spirals out of control, and how you make sure you aren't paying for, those sneaky subscriptions you don't even use anymore. Getting comfortable accessing these documents online is step number 1 to taking total control of your money.
So here is our roadmap for today. 1. The digital statement era. 2. Navigating the current app. 3. Traditional banking alternatives. 4. Inside your monthly statement. And 5. Support and troubleshooting. Let's get into it.
Starting off with Section 1, the digital statement era. Why go paperless?
Okay, so you might be wondering, is it actually safe to view my financial data online? Yes! These digital statements aren't just floating out there in cyberspace. They are locked down, secured by 128-bit encryption formats, and they sit behind heavily authenticated login portals. Now, a quick pro tip for you. To access them, make sure you've got a secure setup. Use a computer or a smartphone on a trusted internet connection. And always use strong, unique passwords or biometric logins. By doing this, you're completely eliminating the risk of your sensitive mail being swiped from your physical mailbox. And, as a nice bonus, you're saving a few trees in the process.
Moving right along to Section 2, navigating the current app, step-by-step retrieval. Let's actually walk through how to do this. If you want to follow along, grab your smartphone, make sure you're connected to the internet, and have your login credentials ready. We're going to use an app-first environment like Current as our example. Step 1 is super simple. Just tap Account right there on the primary menu. Step 2, select Documents. Think of this as your very own digital filing cabinet. Step 3, tap Statements. And finally, just choose your specific billing month. Boom. The system generates a cryptographically signed PDF that you can save or print out. A really great habit to build is setting a recurring monthly calendar reminder on your phone to log in and download this exact document, so you literally never miss a review.
Now, this brings us to a concept that often trips up beginners, the difference between your live view and your official statement. On the Current platform, if you just tap your active balance on the home screen, you're looking at the real-time ledger. It's a chronological, live updated list of all your pending and unbilled transactions as they happen. But the monthly statement, that official PDF document we just grabbed, that's compiled retrospectively. You actually can't view a current month statement until that specific billing cycle has completely wrapped up. It's like a snapshot of the past versus a live video of right now.
All right, Section 3, traditional banking alternatives. Legacy banks versus modern fintech.
This table is so helpful for visualizing the differences in how these financial architectures are built. Take a look at the platform access row. Current operates exclusively through its mobile app, but legacy institutions, we're talking Chase, Citi, American Express, Capital One, they offer a dual-channel infrastructure, meaning you can log in on your desktop web browser or use their mobile apps. Statement generation is a little different too. Current generates statements at the very end of the calendar month, while legacy banks typically roll them out at the end of your specific 28 to 31-day billing cycle. But hands down, the biggest difference here is the archival depth.
7 whole years. That is a massive data vault. Major issuers like Chase, Citibank, Capital One, and US Bank retain up to 7 years of your online statement history in their digital systems. Think about that for a second. If you printed all of those out, you'd probably need an entire filing cabinet just for a single credit card. Having this kind of digital archive right at your fingertips is an incredibly powerful resource, especially for long-term financial auditing, tax prep, or if you ever need to dispute a charge.
Which brings us to Section 4, inside your monthly statement. Decoding the data.
We're going to break down the most critical definitions, starting with the big one, total amount due. This is the grand total of everything you owe the bank after all your spending, minus any payments you've already made during that cycle. This specific amount has to be paid back before your due date.
Knowing exactly where to find this number on your digital statement is absolutely priority number one if you want to avoid late fees and keep that credit score shining.
Next up, we have the closing balance. This is the total amount remaining on your card by the end of that specific statement period. So the key here is understanding how these numbers dance together. Your opening balance, plus any finance charges and new purchases, minus the payments you made, leaves you with this closing balance.
But listen, a statement is so much more than just a bill of what you owe. A comprehensive statement gives you an account summary detailing any finance charges. It's going to prominently display past dues, flashing a warning sign about over-limit charges or your minimum amount due. Then there's the transaction summary. This is your line-by-line breakdown of date, description, and amount. Literally, this is where you go hunting for fraudulent charges. A massive tip here. Take this data and plug it into a budgeting app like YNAB or Rocket Money to fully automate your expense tracking. Oh, and whatever you do not ignore the reward point summary. That's how you make sure you're maximizing the travel miles or cashback value you're actually earning from your issuer.
Finally, Section 5, Support and Troubleshooting, Resolving Common Issues. Look, tech issues happen. When you forget a password or get locked out of your account, your path to fixing it really depends on who your provider is. If you're using a fintech app like Current, you're going to rely heavily on SMS verification codes texted to your phone to get back in, and their customer support is mostly driven by an in-app chat feature. On the flip side, if you spot weird recurring charges on your statement that you want to kill immediately, the Capital One app actually features a dedicated in-app subscription manager tool, which lets you block those unwanted charges right from your phone. That's pretty neat. And if you run into really complex portal navigation issues, or you just prefer speaking to a real human being, traditional institutions like Bank of America offer super robust support. They've got dedicated accessible banking phone lines, TTY relay services, and live agents who will literally walk you through their online portals step by step.
Well, we have definitely covered a lot of ground today, from the high-tech 128-bit encryption protecting your documents, right through the step-by-step app retrieval process for platforms like Current, all the way down to decoding your closing balance and troubleshooting lockouts. But I want to leave you with one final thought. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder. The information in this explainer is general in nature, and processes definitely vary by financial institution. Always consult a financial advisor for personalized guidance for your specific situation. But seriously, the information you need to protect your financial health is sitting right there in your pocket, just waiting to be leveraged. So are you actually utilizing it? Don't wait. Log in today, download your latest statement, and take control of your financial future. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.